Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 466. The title of today's lesson is the difference between alias and pseudonym. Okay, and somebody wants a screenshot? All right, now's the time. All right, let's get right to it. Both alias and pseudonym are fake or false names. So there could be a little bit of crossover with these two, but there's also some clear differences the way when we're more likely to use alias and when we're more likely to use pseudonym. All right, let's continue. An alias is more often used as an assumed name. Assumed here is used in the senses like to deceive or to lie. Aliases are often used by criminals and spies, especially if one's real name is found out. That person could be in trouble or possibly even in danger. You know, if they're a spy, they don't want somebody to find out their real name. They need to keep a fake name for a reason. The word alias derived from Latin, and in Latin it means another time or another place or under different circumstances. All right, let's continue. A pseudonym is a name usually made up, so it's usually created by the person to protect one's privacy. That's sometimes the reason they do it, or simply because it is a more attractive or more interesting name that could be a benefit to one's career or field. Thus, a pen name, that's usually what a writer uses. Nom de plume, that's like the French version of pen name, but sometimes we use that in English as well. Stage name, or a stage name would be a pseudonym for, like actors or singers or something like so, performers, if they use a name that's not their real name. A lot of times their agent actually even tells them to change their name for one reason or another. Maybe their original name was too boring or too long or just didn't sound right. They wanted a cooler or more interesting name. Then they might create another stage name. Okay, good. Internet handle. So many people are on the internet these days. Some of them want to keep their privacy too. So sometimes they'll just make up a name that's connected to their website, and people will know them by that. So that could be another type of pseudonym. So, etc. are types of synonyms. So all of these are synonyms. Okay. So pseudonym, though, it's not so much that they really want to lie to you. It's more like privacy, or it's just more interesting. Alias is where that's one that could be more danger, and they're really being more deceptive. Could have something to do with the law or spying or something like that. All right, let's continue. So remember, pseudo as a prefix means fake and derives from Greek. And onoma, that also derives from Greek, means name in Greek, or maybe it was in the older Greek that it meant names. But so here you said, so basically it's fake name. So pseudo, like sometimes you hear about a pseudoscience as a fake science, or science that we don't think is really deserves the name as a real science. We sometimes say something could be a pseudoscience. Okay, good. And of course, this all turned into pseudonym by the time it got to English. So they kind of combined the two and it became pseudonym. All right, and here we got 7 examples of just the way you may hear it used. The character James Bond had an alias as 007. So you know him, he was a spy, perfect for alias. Yeah, we don't usually use pseudonym, even though it wouldn't be entirely wrong, but you're much more likely to use alias in this situation. That spy has passports from many countries listed under different aliases. Again, a spy. That con man used to use different aliases when he tried to trick people out of money. So this would be like a criminal. You can understand why they would want to use a fake name. Okay, number 4 here. That fugitive tried to keep a low profile and checked into a hotel under an alias, so maybe he's on the run from the law, maybe escaped from jail, or maybe they're just looking for him. So he checked into a hotel under a fake name. So in this case, you're more likely to use alias. Okay. All right, number 5 here. Stephen King wrote several books under the pseudonym Richard Bachman. Yeah, or again, here you could have said pen name too, or nom de plume if you wanted to. Number 6, Stephanie, Joanne, Angelina, Geminato goes under the pseudonym Lady Gaga. Actually, her name's pretty long. Maybe that's a reason why she changed it. She has a very long name here. Okay, but that's a good example. And we got number 7 here. Catherine Elizabeth Hudson is professionally known under the pseudonym Katy Perry. Okay, great. So now you got a better feel. Probably performers or actors or writers we're a little more likely to use the word pseudonym with, which basically means a false name. And with alias, we're more likely to use it if it's something involving the law or spies, criminals, anything like that. Okay, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. I hope it was informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.